All right. So let's see. I want to do the next thing, which is configure from the login Prometheus, right? So um, that shouldn't be too difficult, right? So, but I'm going to just make my life a lot easier. I set up a script that helped me to get this done. It's Prometheus server. You can go through the trouble of setting up the whole instance and all of that. That's what this section user data. I put everything in user data. Right, it's pretty long and very verbose. I think you can also do this and set it up in Ansible as well. That will strictly be your decision to make. Right. For me, I'm doing this in CloudFormation, and this is the command that I set up to do. Oh yeah, first I need to confirm that my access keys are in place. Yes, it is. So let me paste this stuff. It's very long, but I need to replace a couple of things. Oops, this will not work. I'm going to try to make it one line. So one moment. Anyway, while I'm trying to work on that, I want to get the information that I need. I need VPC information, which is this one. I need, yeah, so I need to get the VPC info. I only have one VPC, so this is my VPC, right? Do I have another one? No, so I'll just get the VPC ID. I want that. I'm going to save that in my VPC info. Also, I'm interested in the subnets that I want to deploy. I can pick, which one should I pick? Let me pick they're all in the same VPC. Let me just pick the one in US West 2A. My life is a lot easier that way. US West 2A. My availability zone is that one. I think I want to go and get myself. I want to get myself. I want to remember that I also need to get Gmail, and I think I need to go and get that from. Oh, my key pair, I think here is Udacity. Yeah, and I want to set this as 2A. Oh, I'm not doing that, so let me just do all of that. My VPC, I'm putting that here. My subnet, I'm putting that here. Yes, so it's 2A VPC check. So these parameters have been put in. Let me just minimize that. Subnet and AZ. Key pair has been done too. I think mine is Udacity, if I remember. Image, I'll just leave this image. I think that's for US West 2, which is fine. Okay, local IP address, I'm leaving this just to allow all. authentication email. This is my Gmail, so I need to go to this link and go and get myself a temporary password. So I'm going to pause, I'll get a temporary password and come and put in there. Okay, so I've gotten myself a password. Don't worry, it's not going to last. I'll delete it once I'm done. Then I can start filling in the other things, right? Like to email. I think I can even decide to leave these ones out. I just need to worry about my, okay, I can even take this out too. There's no need to save such things in code. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start filling this in my let's see, auth email. So I want to delete this. I want to take this out. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to just run this command with my credentials, and I'm going to come back. All right, so I just run the Prometheus, that command, and it has helped me get this. Right. My interests, you don't have to worry, is the endpoint 9090. And of course, you don't need to know the exporter in this Prometheus server. I just added it just for because I can. Alert manager is also the other thing that you need to have, right? Of course, I want to presume that this will take a while to load, but once it loads, it should get me the Prometheus endpoint. What's the next thing we need to do? That's just me going through the hack. I want to add a section to my backend config to install node exporter. Okay, you want to do that, you want to go to your I think it's here, and I think there should be a node exporter. I think I can close this. It has done its job. I want to check for okay, so I want to add a fresh. Since we do not have it, I'll just add that. Add right, the drill as usual. Since I'm using Ansible, I want to do Python 3.7. What's that thing again? Alpine 3.16. Is that correct? I hope. I don't remember. Let me check. Yes. So there should be steps. Checkout and let us add our SSH keys as always. Want to install dependencies, which will include Ansible. That's not even important. What else do you want to do? We want to pull in our workspace because we need the inventory file, right? So that we can install. Remember the inventory file? Yeah, the inventory file that we got out. So I also now this time I want to install You want to cd into Ansible, just cat inventory.txt to be sure, and then you want to run node exporter, which already exists if I am correct. Where are you? Yes, see here. But we want to verify that it is in, we need to call it node exporter.yaml. That's what I call it here. So I need to create a node exporter file here. Right, so I'm going to do that, and this is what I'm going to use too. So I can just do copy and paste here. I won't need everything, but I'm sure I can always take out this environment. I don't need it for node exporter. I can as well just leave it. Who cares? Let me not forget my destroy environment if anything fails. I'll come back to this one, but let me just finish this one. I want to check for so let me make it simple. I don't need all these plenty things. I just want at this point you've already done all these things, so I can take this out. I just want to add configure Prometheus node exporter. That is the only thing I need to set up. The rest can, and they've already set up the files and the tasks and everything we need to get this running. So there's nothing to worry about for this one. You can just ignore it. I think there's one more thing I need to think about. It's the back end, because if I'm installing this to the back end, I need to open the port 9090 port, right? Is it 9090? What's the node exporter endpoint? 9100. So I need to go to the back end file and make sure. I think I've done that already. Did I? Okay, so let's go do that. Right? Oof. So I want to add an extra so that node exporter can talk to, so just add 9100, and this should get us the back end working. This should get us node exporter working, I think. Yeah, and we now need to add node exporter to our workflow, right? Okay, so you can decide to add it to where you believe will work the best. Let me see. Let me just add it immediately after configure infrastructure. I think it can work there. So, or what I can do is, let me finish everything and then add it after. So let me add it after smoke tests. Before we do an update, I want to add Prometheus node exporter. Requires smoke tests. And of course, we want our cleanup to depend on Prometheus node exporter. I think this should get everything running. So I've added my Prometheus server. I've added my node exporter here. I've added this role. I've opened the port for the back end. Of course, the expectation, let me see, is this happening already? Let me go and verify that what I just did is even working yet. And I've not just done nonsense. Oh, great. See? My node exporter, alert manager, and dashboard is running. That's this guy. He's doing the Lord's work. Okay, so I'm back to this guy, and I do git status. A lot of changes have happened, so I want to do git add, git commits, added node exporter, and because I'm in dev branch, it will work. It will push. Remember why? Because of this. If I was a master, it will not push. Git push. As always, I'll just give it some time to run. So we are going to be focusing this time on dev branch. We should start running, and then you see this, add Prometheus node exporter. Oops, something is not right. I know what it is because I have used cleanup to clean everything. So what I want to do is I want to cancel that for now. Disable my cleanup and then try again. So I want to cancel for now. I want to disable this guy so that I don't lose my data. All right, so let's try again. Sorry, folks. Thing is, I can wait for this to come in. The expectation should be that my node exporter, of course, you can take care of all of this stuff, right? It's pretty simple to follow. This is a step to set up alerts. I think I've done this already in the. So once that happens, I should start getting either email or Slack. That depends on you. Okay. Okay, so I'm just I've been watching this, so I just took we are currently trying to deploy. The interesting thing is the moment a deploy happened, I got a message right here. So the message, oops, it's not letting me pass. Okay, yeah. So you see that it's saying here that this guy is down, give me the IP address, internal, however. And of course, this means that I should have, I need to add it, right? I don't remember how to add this shit, man. Let's see, targets. Oh, here we go. Of course, this one I expect should be the internal one, and this one should be the external one, right? Yep. Ooh. So anyway, it's still deploying anyway, so we have not yet added, let me show you, because we have not yet added node exporter, right? It will still be down. So I'm sure we get to this point. That's been my mistake. I should have probably added it after the deploy infrastructure, so that I see it working before it goes kaput. All the same, it's good to know that we now have this one up and running, right? Good stuff. Okay, so I'll wait for the rest and we'll get back. Okay, so I hate to give you bad news. My what's the word now? My deployment failed. Why? Because the server shut down. You know that limit where after a few hours the service control policy, after a few hours your server shuts down. Yeah, my server shut down in the middle of my deployment. So I can just rerun, but instead of rerunning from start, I wanted to take my workflow and put Prometheus node exporter. I wanted to put it immediately after deploy infrastructure, right? So I want to put this right here. Remember, right? Yeah. So, but I want it to require deploy infrastructure. Then I can do configure and just say can they work side by side? I don't want to take the risk. I want to add Prometheus node exporter, and then run migration can require configure, and this can require migrations. Okay, so I've made a few changes. Oh, it is not a problem. There's a possibility that this can happen. Ooh, I need to do something real quick. Okay, I don't have to do it real quick, but I'll make it. I want to delete my old stocks. I don't like to keep it. You know what it is, right? Just come to dev branch. I'm here in Oregon. I want to delete my old stocks. Oh, I think he did that already. That's good. Destroy environment. Okay, so nothing to worry about. We can rerun, pause, and we continue in a few minutes. All right, this time, so because I'm putting node exporter first, right? So there's no all the way down. You can see here that it has shown as being up, right? One of them, I'm sure one of them is for the internal Prometheus, because I installed node exporter on it too, and the other is for the external one. How do I know which is which? Probably have to figure that out, right? So I think this is where I have to draw the curtain. I think the rest you can always take care of. You need to just know where to fill this information in by adding targets, and that would be I'm sure you can figure that out. Oh, okay, this will not work. I need to go back. Yeah, that's the downside. I'm sure you already noticed. It does not show the external IP. But if we come to tag, okay, that's targets here. Alerts. You can set up your alerts. Nothing is looking here right now. These were the rules that we set up is labels and all of that. If you want to check and do some more configuration, this is where we set up the configuration that we used. Look at my access key in public. Interesting, right? Yeah. um I think that'll be all for now. There's nothing again I need to do. I think that should summarize these alerts parts. If you want to, you can configure. I think we've done these alerts already. That's what I showed. I think there's one more thing. Okay, this one, you can always figure this out. This is for where you set up, you configure the targets. Yeah, so I'll leave that to you to take care of. And that's all from me. Thank you very much, and God bless. Bye.